Hi, I'm James and welcome to another review. Today we're looking at Outlands Terrain's responsive terrain, in particular their pack, the Brasserie or the pub. Now, Outlands Terrain's a new company. I've got a lovely little press release here from Jonathan, who sent me this for review, so thanks very much, Jonathan. It started about a conversation apparently in 2018 where they talked about the fact that buildings should show damage as the game goes on. 2021, the idea resurfaced, and the idea was to come up with terrain that could show the damage as the game went on. And then the company was set up in March 2021. So this is what we've got. That's the press release. But we've got a pack there. Like I said, Outlands Terrain, the Brasserie or the pub. Now, Outlands Terrain and Jonathan do have a very warped sense of humour. If you're a fan of Top Gear, you'll recognise all the comments they put on the Facebook page regarding their laser technician. Now, it says on the front here, difficulty level 2, or as difficult as talking yourself into the officer's mess after a few beers. Okay, we're getting the idea. We love the smell of freshly lasered MDF in the morning. Now, it comments as well that they don't put the instructions in. They just send this out, which makes a lot of sense. It's definitely green. His company is very green. I know they spent a lot of time looking at the packaging. There's links to where they are on Facebook and things like that, so that's quite useful. And gives the instruction there for best results: prime with an MDF primer or watered down solution of PVA glue, then get a beer and some paints and go nuts. So let's actually open it and have a look what we've got. Take that off there, keep that intact because that's got various details on it. So it's nicely vacuum sealed. It's 28mm. And they do, I think, 2 different ones so far. I know they're working on further ones. So let's see what we have. I'm not a massive MDF builder. I've built some in 15mm and I've got some others to look at. But let's have a look. Yeah, that lovely MDF smell. So we've got 2 pieces. Okay, what have we got? We seem to have 3 wall endings. Seems slightly odd, but there's probably a reason for it. We've got the roof with gables in it. Quite a few little bits and pieces then. I quite like the fact that we have the pub sign there. That's quite useful. I can see this getting used for for a pub in my home guard forces. So that's what we've got. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go online, I'm going to download the instructions and have a go at assembling it. So here we go, here's the finished building. This is the fully intact version. Went together fairly smoothly. I actually went together without the instructions. Couldn't find them on the website, and I thought it looked fairly simple, so I put it together. Made a couple of simple little mistakes, but there was nothing that I couldn't actually correct. So let's look at it. Let's start removing some of the damage. So for the first step of damage, you can see I've just taken off the roof, which takes off a little bit of the side walls as well. Nice and simple. Still see the glue drying in there. To clean that out in a second. So here's the final level of damage. As you can see, it's now got 2 corners removed, so it's quite substantial damage. It's a very nice idea, and it does give you the option, particularly in a campaign type game, to gradually damage the buildings on the tabletop. So if you're refighting for the same place, you can make it look different. It's a lovely concept. It's probably not one I would have gone out of my way to get initially, but I do quite like this, and I will be keeping my eyes open for some more. The only comment I would have is I'm not sure how it's going to look with the big cracks in the wall where the sections join together. Let me just reassemble one to show what I mean. So if you look, you can see the great big jagged cracks there. I don't think there's a way round that. I'm not sure how it's going to look painted. I think painted, it may hide it a little, I'm not sure. But I do think it might just detract a little when you got the intact buildings. But given what I want it for, I think that'll probably not be an issue. I think that'll still work quite nicely. So hopefully that's been useful, and I'll see you soon for another review.